Doing a bit of part sorting tonight.
Ah, that's a lighthouse.
The lighthouse is going good. I think we're live, Mr. GJBricks. Good evening, sir.
I'm sit here and eat my M&Ms.
Yeah, the lighthouse is going good. I've got to just put some brown fence pieces up on the top there. You probably can't. I can just see it in the camera angle there at the moment because I'm actually doing a little bit of part sorting tonight. So I actually got a lot further this weekend than I thought I would with it. So, but like I said in my stream last night, that because I wasn't going to be completely destroying it, it was just revamping it or, having a second attempt at it, I was able to keep a lot of it so as it is and just try and update it a little bit. And I do need to order some of the bigger, like half-flat macaroni pieces, but I'll need to, that'll be down the track. At the moment, I've got to keep my expenses a little bit lower.
Yeah, I need to do the same.
It's always the way with Lego, though. So yeah, the lighthouse is coming along really well. I'm really enjoying just taking that little bit of a break from landscape work and being able to actually build a building, so to speak. So, but tonight, because I've had a very busy week and a lot of stuff going on, non-Lego related, I thought I'd get a little bit of part sorting done tonight just to give myself a creative break.
Yeah, I need to do the sorting thing. One day I'll get to it.
A bit of a sorting party.
There we go. I've still got parts in my build tray from my last set.
Yeah. So now that you've you completed it, was it a couple of nights ago? How are you're still liking the police modular as it is now?
I like it. I think it could still do with more inside. I actually want to, on my list of projects that I'll never get to, but I want to make it bigger and add a garage.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So
yeah.
We've got Brick Block 1 and LDK Creations, aka Henry from Lego Masters.
Oh, there you go. G'day, Henry. Hope you're well, mate.
So I'm building this tonight. Well, I'm not building the whole thing tonight. I'm starting this tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm doing something far less exciting and part sorting tonight. So. Nowhere near as fun as what you're doing.
As long as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Until I really do need to do sorting. One day I'll get to it.
Get there one day. We
had Joss today built we were watching Ninjago and she realised I had a Garmagon poly bag, so she built him today.
That's awesome. Speaking of
one of the best value boxes I've ever had. It's packed to the hilt.
Oh yeah, the ECTO-1 that is on my list of wish I bought. Unfortunately, my list of things I wish I bought at the moment, as far as Lego sets, is a bloody big list. It's
yeah,
but
I still really want the Batmobile, but
yeah,
that ain't happening.
No, I think I sacrificed trying to even get the Batmobile to get the Cantina set. So that one. And it'll probably be one that I won't build straight away. So I'm, save, and then I'll get there eventually. I'll build it. But I think it'll be just once I've got it, I'll be happy. So then I can refocus on what sets I'm actually needing to get. But we'll be right. We'll get there.
interestingly, you'd have thought when they loaded up the bags, they'd put like half, like the higher half of the numbers in the box, the box that comes inside, and then all the low ones loose. But no, it's mixed up.
They've got to find a way to make it fun.
You're right. Maybe I should just tip all the parts out and build it that way.
Oh,
every bag.
It'll fill the build table up very quickly.
I was watching one of Jang's reviews the other day, actually, and he opened the box of the set he was building, and the instruction manual and the stickers were actually in a box within the box.
Okay.
Well, no, it's good because it means like the sticker sheet wasn't bent.
Yeah.
The number of sticker sheets I've had bent recently is ridiculous.
Yeah, they've. I think in some, whether it just happens when they're making the sets or getting them put together, or if it's transport. But I've had them where the instructions have been bent, like really bent out of shape, and then the sticker sheet is almost unusable. Frustrating.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a bag one.
It's like half an hour later, I found bag one.
I need to rearrange my build table a little bit.
Yeah, I've had happens.
So what are you working on at the moment, Henry? Henry, if you go and check out Henry's channel, he builds mechs. And he was doing a tutorial on how to build like a massive Gundam style robot, and with like all the different joints and things like that for the shoulders and things to make it sort of super sturdy.
Yeah.
Really.
That's cool.
Bloody impressive. Some of the techniques he was using to make things work.
Nice. Yeah. I have to definitely check it out. Yeah, I have to check it out.
Now, I saw a comment from somebody on a group today who said when they're unpacking their Lego boxes, they actually keep the bags and they sort of wrap it all up. Sort of they cut the bags carefully and then keep them.
Yeah,
and
then
spare parts from a particular sort of section or whatever, they put into sort of back in that bag, so they know it was a spare from bag one.
Spare from bag one. Okay.
Well, no, and then their theory is if they ever sell the set in the future, whoever they sell it to will have everything in a nice orderly fashion. Right, very, very exciting day today. Took my we've got a Mercedes Sprinter van that my wife uses for work, and I bought it for her for a business, and it's an ex-ambulance.
Oh, sweet!
So it's got a row of seats in it, and interestingly, it has baby mounts on it, baby seat mounts.
Okay.
So we've got one of our car seats is in the van. So I took my youngest daughter to the dump with me today.
Oh, there you go. I remember hearing somewhere that sometimes if you manage to go to the dump you can even find sometimes Lego-related items, if you're lucky.
Oh, mate, I don't even find them in the blooming charity shops.
Yeah, you used to, and then Lego became popular thanks to a TV show that one of the members here in the chat was actually a part of. Thanks, Henry. Yeah, I think ever since well, actually no, even prior to Lego Masters, I reckon probably when the Lego Movie came out, all of a sudden, Legos found that popularity again, and I would be always checking out any of the charity stores. Because often you would find just just a couple of bags of unsorted Lego, but it'd be Lego, and it's just like, I'll take it home, put it in some bit of hydrogen peroxide, clean it up a bit, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go, you've got some Lego. But and at a reasonable price, sometimes extremely cheap. It's like, well, I'm not going to say no to it. But now it's a rare find.
Even my can I just say, right? How cool is that instruction manual? Can you see that? It looks like a Haynes manual.
That is cool. That's awesome.
That's so good.
It'd look good on an iPad sort of size as well, but even on the phone, it looks pretty good too.
Yeah, my local charity shop. Obviously, I support charity, but they had a bucket of Lego in the window, and I was like, oh, cool. And it was like $300 odd. I'm like, yeah, no, not so cool.
Yeah, you're sort of hoping for maybe even $20 or $30, and you'd be like, I'll grab that. But then, yeah, $300 to $400. That's the thing. Obviously, someone there's gone, hey, do you know that you can get this price for Lego? Yeah. Someone spoke up. Either that or whoever was, pricing it's gone, I know how much that's worth.
So Henry, thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, Henry.
Thanks for making Lego popular. No.
Yeah. Did you have to go and do that, mate? Like, really?
It's been going on for years, hasn't it? Like, you look at my friend bought the Super Star Destroyer recently.
Yeah.
It was like on his bucket list of sets he wanted. And he was like, he wouldn't admit how much he paid for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Henry's just moved house, is that right? He's saying there in the chat group?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah. I can feel your pain there, Henry. I've had to move a few times myself, and especially once you start having to move Lego, it feels like just your Lego room was, the house, and it's just one room, but it feels like it's the room that's had the most trips of, and the one that you've taken the most care in, because you've got your mocks that you don't want to see just in a pile of bricks at the, at the destination. So, yeah, moving's not fun. Very stressful.
But you feel... I've got some non-Lego parts in here.
Okay. Oh, I was on the wrong screen. I was in the some non-Lego parts. Okay.
Chocolate eggs.
Chocolate eggs. Yeah, this has been it's been good though so far this week. I guess it's little victories here and there.
Yeah, my last little flower shop had a half decent week.
Nice.
So it's good. She's only moved into the area recently, and we've only sort of really got the shop ship shape in the last couple of weeks, and starting to get a bit of awareness in the area now, so people know she's there.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
Just getting that awareness is the trick, because she's not on the main street. So
yeah, that can be hard. But like you said, the awareness is getting out there now, so that's all you can.
If you're on the main sort of high road, the rent is so astronomically high.
Yeah.
I don't honestly, like, they need to do something about Australian rents, because like there's a suburb near me called Leichhardt.
Mm-hmm.
The whole shop's bloody empty because it's so expensive to rent a shop there.
Yeah, rents can rents can be a really big, sometimes it can come down to that with the rents, and that can be the difference from the business trying to just get by and then having to go, nope, that's it, and then they move or they shut and just go, well, we can't do it.
Yeah. It's good. This is one of these sets that's got loads of Technic through the base of it to make it really strong.
Yeah. That was in, what was another set I noticed? That, like, for a non-Technic set, had a bucket ton of Technic in it. I have to think of it now, but anyway, there you go. You've witnessed a live brain fart, but yeah.
I imagine most of the creator sets have, like the Mustang and things, probably all Technic underneath, isn't it?
I haven't got the Mustang, but I know a few people that do, so I'll be keen to find out. But I haven't. Vehicles for me aren't my sort of first go-to. Like I love seeing some of the new sets that are coming out for the vehicles, but as far as me sort of doing them, even I'm no good at Technic. Like, if I was to sit and build a Technic set, even a small one, it'd take me hours. So I'm just don't have that skill set for Technic. I wish I did. I do appreciate it. It is a great, building tech. I do use it sometimes for structural supports, just depending on what I'm doing, because it can obviously be very beneficial for that as well. But I mean, they've had some great sets over the years too. And what was that big, the big bucket wheel thing? The big bucket wheel.
Oh, the lever, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. It's just like, that'd take me a year to build, and that's not exaggerating.
I didn't get that one. Couldn't justify the cost of it.
Yeah. People say about the modulars being getting expensive. Look at the price of some of the Technic sets.
I did get the monster truck though. They released at the same time, the yellow one.
Oh yeah.
Because I actually got it because it's got lots of parts I want in it, because I want to try and motorize my Land Rover.
Yeah, yeah.
And I figured that had like a pretty good. Well, there's a load of parts in it, but it was like 30 or 40% off on Target at one point.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, can't say no to that.
Well, Andrew in the chat saying his first Technic set was the Porsche GT3. Is it the RS? Love building
the orange one.
I'd have to look that up myself, as I'm not fully across my my Technic.
Man, don't know.
I know I should be. I know. I'm letting everyone down.
You want to be like Bricks are? Come on. Drew, was that the orange one? That was one that's one I missed out on. I would love to have had that one.
Yeah, he has said it's the orange one. Yeah. Yeah, you see that one pop up on a couple of people's when they're doing streams, and they've got it sitting in the background, and it looks awesome. Like, yeah, definitely looks cool.
Yeah, the Bugatti again, and that looks cool as well. Most of those Technic cars look amazing, but
yeah,
apparently the Lambos, the Lambos are the best one so far, technically, but also because they left a load of it sort of on display, so you can like turn the car over and see the massively complicated gearbox that you've built for it.
Yeah,
you can't see in like the Bugatti and things. Like, it's all so well hidden away. You're like, well, why is it even there?
Yeah. I remember. Did you see the real, like, the life size Technic, one of the Big Addy.
And I had to ask myself, what's the point?
But it looked cool though. I mean, yeah. I mean, as practicality and all that sort of stuff, but to me it just looked awesome. It's just like, that's cool.
No, they did an awesome job making the shape. That wouldn't have been easy in the first place.
No.
In making it actually work.
I could imagine, I'd love to think what Henry's reaction would have been if that's what they had to do, like on Lego Masters. It's just like, okay, here's the Big Addy, now you guys have got to build a life-size one. It's just like, yeah, I mean, that would take too long probably to do, and obviously in an episode, but...
Well, I still remember the Back to the Future challenge. What was his name?
Yeah. That was it Billsy and Kale, was it? Did they? I know they worked on it.
Yeah. Billsy.
I think all of them did of it. Yeah.
No, not Billsy. It was a guy building with Billsy. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, it was a Kale.
No. Maybe Kale.
Kale or I wonder if Henry's helped us out in the chat here.
But yeah, he was trying to build the life-size one.
The life-size one, yeah. Oh, that would have been yeah, geez. But you know, it did look really cool. Yeah, the DeLorean, that would have been a fun project to work on though. But yeah, I wish my Technic skills were better than what they are, but I will admit defeat. And leave that to those that have got far better skills than I do. Yeah, so Andrew was saying, yeah, it was Kale. So Kale and Billsy were on that one, and the DeLorean, as Henry's been saying there in the chat. Thanks, guys. Yeah, they. I think all of them. I can't. That's been. Trying to remember if every team. Yeah, I think it was that every team had to have a go at it, and then the closest, you know, like the team that they got closest to it, you know, was obviously the winning team and that. But again, we do have a someone in the chat who has been on the show. So, but I'm just
on the show, won the show.
Yeah, well, exactly. And by the way, congrats, Henry. That was great, mate. That was really cool.
I didn't even get past the application stage this year.
This year, yeah, is so is that it for have they so auditions for season 3 have wrapped up? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd imagine there would have been quite a few applicants this year.
Yeah, I would imagine so too.
Just going off the success of the show. Oh, no worries, Henry. I mean, look, if anyone who can get on that show, even just to get on the show and make it to the finals and then win, that's a big achievement, mate. So, yeah, huge congrats. And I hope you've been able to have fond memories of the show. I'd imagine, you know, pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for, well, a lot of us who are fans of the brick. I know when I spoke to Corey from USA Lego Masters, you know, just to see how much as well that he's said that, you know, just being on the show, and, you know, it was Tyler and Amy, I think, won the USA season 1. But as Corey was saying, you know, he learned so much from the show that he could now, you know, implement into his own builds and projects and stuff. So, I mean, it's obviously, you know, for people like us, it would be a fantastic experience.
Wonder if
Right,
they'll
at
have
least-
someone from Lego on the show this year, like they did on the US one.
Yeah, well, they did on season 1. They had, was it now? I never get her name correct, but it was either Frenella or Fenella.
Oh, yeah.
Fenella. The
No, but I meant like on it for the whole season rather than
Oh, okay, yeah.
just like a challenge.
Yeah. Because what was it? Was it which one had Jamie Barrard? Was it the UK one, Greg?
No, it's a US one.
That was the US one that had Jamie. Yeah. Oh, it might have been. Am I thinking? I know Justin Ramsden. Was he also the US, or did he go to the UK one? Because I haven't seen. I mean, I've heard a little, bits and pieces, but I haven't obviously seen it.
I've got to say, personal opinion, but I did not like Will Arnett as the host on the US.
Oh, the voice of
one.
Lego Batman. Oh,
Yeah, but it just basically was like about him.
yeah.
It just felt like he was just like presenting himself rather than the show.
The show, yeah. Who also said good day to us here in the chat? Is it Snap to GJBricks? He says good morning, gents. Well, for us it's evening, but g'day. Hope you're well.
It's almost morning.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and Henry's agreeing with what you said there as well, Greg, about Will. Yeah, Henry, I bet it would have been a fun experience, mate. It definitely. But yeah, I think I think Hamish Blake did well for our show here, because it wouldn't be an easy thing. Like, even if he's versed in a bit of Lego knowledge, to hold the episode and to try and be funny and engaging with the team without annoying them. Like, it wouldn't have been an easy job for him either. But for what we saw when the cameras were rolling, or what they put to air, I think him and Ryan did a great job. Especially season 1, there would have been a lot riding on season 1. But look how successful it's been.
Was it an English Lego show first?
I thought it was the Australian one actually was first, and then other countries. Then it was being rolled out in other countries. Sorry to sort of be the to be our sort of go-to there, Henry, but I don't know if you're able to elaborate on that, whether Australia was the first country. I've heard other people from other countries reference our show, and then they've said, "Oh yeah, well Australia was the first." So I was like, "Oh okay."
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I think there was a Lego show in the UK that wasn't anywhere near.
Okay.
Lego Masters is an Australian reality TV show based on the British series of the same name.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Britain.
So we weren't first, but that's all right. That's okay.
No, you were first. You weren't first, but you were better.
Okay. It was still.
It's like MasterChef wasn't the original version. MasterChef was an English show first as well.
Oh, there you go. Oh. Well, either way, I think the show has now. This is where it can be, and again, I've heard this from a few different people now. In regards to Lego Masters, is that it's been great for the company because it's kept, it's kept momentum going for the product. But for people like us who frequent our local retailers or buy online, or again, go to our nearest, whether it's for us, Kmart or a Big W or a Target, and getting closer to Christmas, you see the shelves more or less picked clean, and it's just like,
And
here's the parts I needed.
And everything's on Gumtree.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So I think, you know, because again, having the show being popular now, it in a way can be a very quick and easy go-to gift, especially for under the Christmas tree. And people like us who rely on sometimes that last-minute grab from Kmart or, you know, last-minute buy or something like that, or when you do see the 20% off sales or whatever, and then our options for the brick are far less because of the popularity, and it's just that, you know, the stores mightn't have had a chance to catch up on restocking and resupply, and well, they're scrambling to try and get parts.
That was my little Lego master who just came in.
Nice.
Some reason none of my kids want to sleep in their bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, as I was saying to you off before we started the stream, I had the same issue last night with our son.
2 of them are in bed with my wife at the moment, and the other one's just asked if she can sleep on the sofa. So.
Okay. I take it, for those that don't know, but I take it a particular spider may be involved with that, and possibly
they weren't awake when the spider was around.
Oh, right.
I haven't told her the spider was last seen near the couch she's sleeping on.
Oh, no. My son last night...
It was a different couch.
Oh, that's all right. My son last night, we were getting him ready for bed, and you know, went in and said goodnight to him, and as he's climbing into bed, he's let out this like massive shriek, and because I was standing up a full height, and so I couldn't see what he was looking at, and next minute I've peeked down and there's this massive big huntsman, and I'm like, oh, that's why you're and he looked straight up at me. He goes, yeah, Dad, I'm not sleeping in here tonight. I said, mate, it's all right. We'll take care of the spider. It's okay, mate. And he's just like, yeah, that's great, but I'm not sleeping in here tonight. I'm like, okay, mate, I understand. It's all right. It's just like, I'm too tired to argue. It's just like, mate, fine. It's funny.
There you were getting ready to tell him off for screaming.
Yeah. Well, when I saw the size of the huntsman, I was like, yeah, okay. So Henry was saying, sorry, you go.
Was it a proper adult one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing, it was almost like palm of your hand sort of size. Like, he was a big one. It's like, oh, that's a big bugger. And no, we moved him on, and my son was just like, yeah, I don't care that you've moved him on. I'm not sleeping in here tonight. It's like, okay, mate.
How'd you catch him?
How did we catch him? Very carefully. We used some paper towel. We were actually in a container, so that we could, once we could get him, we could put the container lid on to move him out of the house, and then just let him out, hoping he wouldn't just run straight back in again. But obviously, no. Once we got him out, so far we haven't seen him today. So he's moved on to someone else's house. But
I was going to say, yeah, when I catch them, I move them up the street somewhere.
Yeah, by the time that we actually were, you know, it was just like, look, let's just get him away from the house, and then should be right. But yeah, I didn't see him today, so it's like, okay, must be all right. So Henry's saying that where did I see that? Yeah, so the UK one was first. The UK Lego Masters was first, but a different format. Only 4 episodes, and it also had children in that one as well. And he said no prize money on the UK version, which changed the dynamic. Yeah, I guess it would have. I imagine
Lego is definitely capitalizing on the adult audience of Lego Masters.
Yeah. Yes, but no, I can see. Look, I can see how the prize money would, you know, would definitely be an incentive. You to apply as well, to have a go. And I've always said to about myself, because I've had plenty of people say the same thing to me. Oh, you should be applying. I'm like, no, I just don't think I'm like I've I said in the stream I was doing last night. It's like, well, if I was to go on the show, I would need, like, my partner would need to be a great mech builder, good with technique, and possibly have that sort of vehicle, but also almost sculpting where, if you were going to build like a larger scale, like minifig, like of a human or something, or an animal, but that's the sort of stuff I can't do. But if my partner could, so it would have to be one of those things of, my weaknesses would have to be their strengths as well, so we could have a good chance at it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, the sculptural stuff is absolutely a weakness of mine.
Yeah, same. So, hat off to anybody who can do that sort of stuff, because I know I can't. And, some people say, oh, we'll just start having a go. This is like, yeah, but when you're on that show, your skill set needs to be more than just, I can build a set. You know what I mean? Like, it's really got to be next level. And I know that I'm not quite there yet, but who knows? Maybe one day.
I heard they were looking for teams rather than individuals applying as well.
Okay.
So,
hey, well, maybe season 4, Greg, you and I can. Maybe you and I could team up.
on the sculptural thing, I got this one a couple of before Christmas.
Yeah,
that one, the buckbeak.
Oh, that's cool.
And this set, it's really good value set.
Yeah,
a lot of good techniques in it.
Yeah, and it looks really, 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 really cool.
I've got it sitting on my shelf next to Wally.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's awesome. What else is it? Yeah, it's I think I know that the prize money in the show would certainly be a help. About like $100,000. That's nothing to laugh at.
And then you get the US version that's a lot more showy, that has like spot prizes and things as well.
Yeah. I didn't think our version.
You win this challenge and you'll get a Lexus car.
I think our version of the show was good, but
it's excellent, and the teams all had a really good dynamic as well.
Yeah,
in both seasons.
Yeah, I'm sure Henry. I'm sure Henry won't disagree with us there, but I was going to say something, forgotten it completely. Life brain fail, as you put it. Good old brain fart, yeah. It's I like. I think one of my standout favorite challenges from season 1 was the bridge building, and how much weight the bridges could hold.
I mean, they did the same challenge on the US one.
Mm.
They maxed out the weight they had.
Yeah, they had to go and buy more of the weights, didn't they, or something like that?
It's like it was ridiculous the amount they were carrying, and it wasn't just one team; it was like a couple of teams. So clearly, they'd been learning from the Australian one.
Yeah, they obviously did their homework. But yeah, I really enjoyed that bridge challenge. That I think for me was the standout, even better than seeing Lego explode and blow up. The bridge challenge was my favorite.
I will give them. I'm not one for those like drop videos and things like that. I think they're all a big waste of time. But the way they did the blow up videos was really entertaining.
Yeah, Could you imagine? Have you seen the YouTube channel Slow Mo Guys?
Oh, probably.
So
I have it, where they like shoot bullets through watermelons and stuff.
Yeah, but the frame rate where they slow it down to like obviously, really slow motion. And they use a really expensive camera gear that takes up gigs and gigs and gigs for just like a couple of seconds worth of footage. But is it Gavin, the other guy? Slow Mo Guys. I'm sure. I'm like they've been that popular on YouTube. I'm sure. People watching the stream here tonight and in the morning, wherever they're watching it around the world, have probably heard or have seen the Slow Mo Guys. But could you imagine them filming the explosion, from capturing the Lego? Like you could really get in there and just watch the pieces, like real massive slow motion. It looked pretty cool. Yeah, I know my
Lego die.
Yeah. Like,
actually, Henry, question: how the hell do they clean up after each episode?
Yeah.
Like, how many people do they have on set to like pick up all the Lego that's everywhere?
Could you imagine making the contestants do it? All right, guys, we're going to blow the Lego up, and the camera stops. Right, guys, clean up.
But you kind of wonder how much of it they actually just go, screw it and throw it away.
Yeah. Or is it parts that haven't actually been properly damaged, just get recycled and put back in the brick pit, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps. See what an army of people, easily 20 people. Wow. Yeah, Henry, like
a gold mine where they like check their teeth and stuff afterwards to make sure they're not
special scanners. Yeah,
the dentist scanners.
It's like going through like a metal detector, except as they've been able to make it like a Lego detector. As you walk through and it beeps, it's going to get patted down and tackled to the ground or something. So yeah, Henry was saying he likes the owl as well. Says it's awesome.
It's a great set. I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
I actually got a second one for my daughter that's asleep on the sofa that she doesn't know about. Because she did come and build some of it with me and loved it so much. I thought, right, well,
yeah, there you go.
$65 at Kmart at the moment, and
that's a good buy. That's what was Henry saying? Like $100,000 is a lot of Lego. Yeah, I can imagine, Henry. Perhaps your
the truth comes out. He always had stuff in his pockets. What?
Stuff in a couple of souvenirs, Henry, in inverted commas.
This was the brick that won it for us.
The winning brick. Yeah, I could imagine $100,000 would definitely. Well, though I can remember, was that $100,000 each, or was it $100,000 split between the two winners? Though I can't remember what the but it, still even 50,000 is good enough to increase your Lego collection, or perhaps use the winnings to extend the house to have a Lego room, like a room full size, massive room.
I was going to say, do you have to spend it on Lego?
Well, this is the thing. If you were given the opportunity, for a lot of people, even $50,000 this is a good start for a mortgage or something like that, or a nice holiday, or car, motorbike. Buy a nice bike for $50,000.
Holiday, I remember those.
Yeah.
Actually, seriously, it's funny because I go and see my parents every so often in the UK, but I don't count that as a holiday.
No, holidays. A holiday for me would be taking the kids to Legoland, something like that, where we'd all have a blast. Although I think my wife, she'd probably be happy with it for the first maybe 15 minutes, half an hour. I'd reckon probably after a couple of hours, she'd be just like, okay, we need to leave now. So Henry is saying split. Yep. I used on a holiday and a car for the wife. That's nice, mate. Oh, you looked after that. That's awesome, mate. That's really cool.
Happy wife, happy Lego collection. No, wait.
Yes, that's. I like that. That's true, though. Happy wife, happy Lego collection. It's like, you don't worry about that, do you? I'll get that washing. It's all good. Don't you worry about it.
To be honest, a lot of the Lego I get delivered to the post office.
I'm trying to find, there was kind of like a meme, but there was something going around where it had, you know, on the bottom of your invoice, you could have like a couple of tick box options to say that, you know, congratulations, you've won this prize or something, you know, and it's like, yeah, just depending on how much you're spending, it's probably one of those things where the wife goes, oh, did you win that? Yes, dear, I did win that. I entered a competition and I won.
I do actually have the Lego Simpsons house down here, still in black plastic, that I won.
Sounds like
I legitimately did win that.
Nice. That is a fun build. I thoroughly enjoyed building that set.
I'm trying to decide what to do with it, because some people say, "Oh, it's great for parts." Okay.
There's a lot of tan. There's a lot of tan brick in it. If you're running low on tan brick and don't want to build it, yeah, sure.
Right, but it's the Simpsons, man. Although that being said, like that would take over half my city.
Yeah, it is a big build. The Quickie Mart's a good build too.
Yeah, I do want to get the Quickie Mart. I think the Quickie Mart's actually better than the house.
I think it's definitely more detailed. I mean, obviously being Quickie Mart, but it's a. I do have the Quickie Mart. I haven't had a chance to build it yet, as I've had a lot of other projects on. But I have got it sitting in the collection. My pile of shame that I need to get to, my backlog. But there's many other sets that, yeah. I
looked at my backlog the other day and I'm like, holy shit, I completely forgot I even had those sets. Yeah.
That happens. How easy is it? You know, how easy does that happen though?
I've got like a couple of the Queen whatever I want to be palaces.
Oh yeah, yep.
And because they were ridiculously cheap on clearance somewhere. Because they were $160 set. And I think I paid like $50.
Oh, nice.
So I got two of them because I thought, well, there's actually some really good parts in there.
Yeah.
And I can probably sell the minifigure, like the second batch of minifigures, pretty easily.
Yeah. Is it Smurf 730? I think we got Smurf 7 or Smurf 730 in the chat. He's saying the Quickie Mart's amazing. He's just started the Ninjago Gardens. That's a cool set too.
That's on my list to get when it's in retail and discounted.
I like the other one. Is it the Lantern Festival set? The one that's
yeah, that's a good looking set. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably get that one before I get the Gardens set. But they're both awesome. And Andrew was saying that his backlog is out of control. Andrew, I think all of ours is probably out of control at the moment. There's too many sets that are coming out that, you know, you just get, you know, the box just arrives. The next minute you got an announcement or a rumor of a new set. And you're just like, I just finished paying for that one. It's just like, oh.
I got this one on clearance the other day.
Oh.
I love that set. I think it's great.
Yes.
So many cool parts, and it's literally bought for parts. But
yeah, still cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I got the markets that go with that as well, like that batch of markets, because I thought those were really cool stalls.
Yeah, I wanted to. I got a few of. There was a couple of smaller market sets out of the Ninjago movie theme when they released a heap of sets for the movie, and I thought, now if I got the the seasonal or the Lantern Festival set, whatever it's called. I'd love to put somewhere in my layout, put that in, and then have a couple of stalls and just make it like a little, like a little, and then try and, if I could get lighting kits, and then sort of do something with it and light it up at night, I think would look really cool. But lighting kits at the moment are a little bit out of my budget, but it was a thought I had, and I'm like, I'd love to do that. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, Brixtonville's got to doing. He's now using lighting kits that actually are like connectors that you don't have to. They don't have to physically touch. Like wireless chargers on your phone. So you put one end in the car and one end in the road, for example, and then you can move the cars around anywhere. You don't have to worry about the wiring.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
He said it's an awesome system, but it's a bit pricey.
Yeah.
Which I can imagine.
And there's heaps of lighting kits out there now too, There's heaps of them.
Andrew said his backlog is now 175 sets.
Whoa. Did you see, geez, Andrew, they're doing well, mate, doing very well. Did you see Henry's comment? Are you going to modify or mod the ECTO-1 with lights?
Hang on.
Yeah, that is a lot of sets, Andrew. Wow.
I'll do some gratuitous product placement here. My friend, the GJBricks, sent me 7 lighting kits.
Oh, what was the name of the bricks again? The thing there, Greg?
These are GJBricks.
GJBricks.
Based out of Europe. Yeah, here we go. So this is the lighting kit for this set.
Nice. So there you go, Henry. We'll be both waiting to eager to see. Yeah.
They've sent me a little lighting rack as well, so I can connect them all up with it.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll be keen to see what you can do with the lighting kit there.
I've got, what's that? That's got there's a lighting kit in there for the Sanctum Sanctorum, because I said I'd done a mock of that, and they're like, all right, well, we'll send you the kit and see if you can make it work with it. All right, nice.
Sweet.
And then there's one for the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, sweet. Cool.
What other ones in there? I can't remember what ones are in there now. I've got a lot of display sets.
Yeah.
Shoot my email. Wishing I hadn't eaten that chocolate now. My teeth are really furry.
Well, I wasn't going to try and look that close on camera there, guys.
I just thought I'd share that with everyone. No, I can feel it. It's not very pleasant. Night, Henry, mate. Thanks for coming and saying hi.
Yeah, really appreciate it, Henry. Thanks, mate. And again, congrats from season 1 there, mate. And thanks for hanging out with us and letting us pick your brain a little bit, mate. It's been great. Thank you. And Andrew's saying now, my son is at kindy. I'll have some time to build them. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, good night, Henry. Thanks again, mate. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Andrew. Well, I got was it 175 sets, did you say? Jeez. It's a good size backlog. Big size backlog. Now, do you keep your boxes, Greg, as well?
Yeah, I do. I've got a lighting kit for the Ghostbusters HQ.
Sweet.
and the Palace Cinema.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've seen a few cinemas lit up. They look pretty good.
Yeah, it's a
Firehouse look cool. Yeah. No, the Firehouse would look awesome.
Yeah, and it's right next to my Sanctum Sanctorum. I'm going to do work on my Lego City this week, which is an absolute shambles at the moment. Although it actually kind of looks like a Lego City at the moment because it's so busy.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
It's actually a complete random mess.
It's still better than what I've been able to do at the moment. I'm still... It was funny, was it last week before? I think it was last week. I hit a creative, to use a pun, a creative brick wall, and really lost some direction on what I was trying to achieve, and decided a complete restart of an older idea that I'd sort of shelved and benched back in 2019. So I wanted to go back and revisit that and try a different angle and burn through my small stash of bricks as I've done. But so far, so good. It's been okay. Still need a bit of a bit more work to go yet, but the lighthouse and the little sort of rocky area where I've got my the minifig of my dad doing the spot of fishing, that I think doing that actually gave me that little bit of a creative kick up the rear end to keep going, you know, and not just sort of stop and then go, I'll just build sets for a while or something. You know, I wanted to keep going with this little project. So
nice. So Smurf 730 just said he got the ski resort reduced from 159 to 79, so he bought 3 of them for parts.
Yeah, that's another one.
I've got a watch set up on that one because, yeah, I'm not keen on the set itself, but it did have some pretty good parts in it.
Well, not only that, I sort of regret not getting that one as well because I would have tried to incorporate it into my little, you know, winter sort of theme build that I like to do every year with the kids and that. So last year and the year before, I used the Winter Village Fire Station, which is a cool little set too. So I'm hoping they release another couple of winter themed sets before the end of 2021. So
you can guarantee they will.
Yeah, and knowing my luck, they'll release them and a heap of other sets at the same time that I really want. So I'll have to be a bit more what's the word? You know, a little bit more clever with my purchases around that time and go, no, I'm going to get the winter one.
Lego does, yeah, they are kind of hitting us relentlessly at the moment.
They are. Now, if they release the Titanic set that's been rumoured, I'll be aiming to get that one.
Oh yeah, because you're a boat fan, aren't you?
Yeah, because I've seen a few different, you know, like people have done their own builds of the Titanic and they look awesome as well. But to get one in official Lego, yeah, or I'm not saying the other ones were in official Lego, but as in to get an actual like Lego set, I can imagine it's probably obviously not going to be like minifig scale. It would be like you know, the scale that they use for like Old Trafford and the like the Colosseum, you know, where it's not full complete, you know, minifig scale building, but you know, I don't know what that scale is, whether it's, do they class that as micro? I don't think it's classed as micro, but whatever that scale is, I think, you know, to see that in an official Titanic set would look pretty cool. So that's definitely on the list.
I'm looking at what I've built here and I'm like, it doesn't look right, but it is.
Yeah, I did that with the, what was I building? Was it the Joker-mobile? It was released a couple of years ago now. And because of the suspension that it uses, I stuffed that up. So I've got to go back and try again on that one. That's right. But yeah, no, this has been fun tonight. I'm getting a little bit of, well, say fun. It's been great catching up with you. It's actually giving me a chance to get some much needed sorting done, because I'm starting to chase smaller parts and they're starting to appear without me spending 45 minutes looking for one or two parts. I can go, oh, I know where they are. That's the thing with mock building. You can get, you get right in the groove, and next minute you're short 3 or 4 pieces of the same piece. And it's like, oh, far out. And then spend half an hour looking for them.
Yep.
So my kids on the weekend, we went through some of my tubs of unsorted Lego, whether it was from just little bags from sets, or even just some of the leftover spare parts from sets that I just threw into a container and said, oh, I'll deal with them later. And then 2 to 3 years later, I've amassed a small, decent sized collection of spare parts, and started just dumping them into this here container. And the kids, my daughter took great delight of busting the bags open and dumping all the parts in. And then as she's going along, she starts pulling some parts back out and making little things. It's like, oh, that's all right, darling.
Yeah, my kids have got just like a bucket of parts that I sort of periodically, whenever I go to buy parts in the brick wall, I always throw some of the parts I buy in there.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And it actually amazes me what they make with it.
And that's the thing with the kids' imaginations. It's I know I never discourage them from doing that. Often sometimes after they've given me a bit of a hand in the room, just like give me a hand with some part sorting and whatnot, I'll just grab a bunch of bricks and just dump them on the table and say, okay, let's all just grab stuff and build and make things. And my son will make.
Rather than giving them pocket money or something, here you go, kids, here's a handful of bricks.
Well, true. It's a cheaper alternative, but it's just finding that, getting that bit more bonding time with them as well, and just hanging out with them and encouraging their imagination, and trying to teach them that it's okay. It's okay to dream and just have some fun, and be a big kid with them. I like doing that. I'm glad Lego can, help afford me that that time with them while I've got it.
Yeah.
Because once they get older, they start to move into other things, which is fine. I suppose we all did that. And, while I can still capture their enthusiasm for Lego, it's been good.
You mean their first dark ages?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be disappointed, because I know for a fact that they're unless I've gone into, which I shouldn't even entertain that thought, but I know that when they do head into their dark ages, my inventory is going to increase. So I'm not going to discourage them. I'm not going to feel bad. I'm really going to hope that they don't try and just, sell the Lego themselves. I'll be like, you know what, kids? Dad will take care of it for you. It's okay. We're going, great, got some more parts. Parts inventory.
30 wants to get the blacksmith, but he spent too much money this month.
Oh, I think I've spent too much money this year so far. Yes, that blacksmith set's cool. I agree there, Smurf. It is it's a really cool set.
But
We just
but
didn't.
how cool is the Porsche?
Yeah. And the level of detail that they've got. Wow.
Is it the same
Very.
guy that designed the Mustang?
I'm not sure.
Because I know that there's a lot of the Mustang is the best creator set so far, supposedly, because he came up with a whole new way of doing the doors and things that makes them so much more realistic.
Yeah. Very clever. I've got some more flower pieces which I was running short of, just to try and add a bit to the landscaping on this build. It's been good. As I'm sorting, I'm sort of grabbing the odd part or two that I know I'm going to need for this little area that I'm working on. So it's actually a bit of a win-win.
Good idea.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of, because I've still got that build on the build table here, it's like, well, I know I'm going to need some of these, so grab them while I can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like the look of the blacksmith set more than, as long as you don't look at the original one, that you look at it and go, well, that would have cost like how many millions of dollars to make as a set.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Would have been a sort of $500 set to put the level of detail he put into it.
Yeah. But sometimes you want that, though. Maybe even $500. But I mean, look at the Millennium Falcon, the UCS Falcon. That was what, 1,200 Australian. People lapped it up. They got it. It's a cool set. It's a very cool build. But yeah, I think
I don't have it.
No, I'm the same. Although I did get the Razor Crest, so I'm happy I got something, Mandalorian.
All right, that's pretty nifty.
Cool.
Watch this. Ready?
Yep. Okay, that is cool.
Note the complete change of direction of the seat.
Wow. Oh, cool. Wow. That's clever, though.
I totally didn't expect that to work the way it works.
That's very cool. They've done well, mate. It's an impressive build. So what are you going to start on? So that was bag 1, yeah?
That's bags 1 and 2.
1 and 2. So are you doing 3 tonight, or are you stopping there? Or?
No, I'm going to finish 3.
Nice.
Because in the instruction manual, it groups it into bags 1 to 3, 4 to 6.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I'll tell you what, I went on to one of GJBricks' 2 of GJBricks' streams this week.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute chaos.
Yeah. A lot of people in the chat.
So many.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always going to pull a big crowd for his stuff.
I did a couple of streams with JC from Small Brick City and Dr. McBrick. We did them, and they were very popular streams. We ended up with sort of 100 odd people in the streams, and
nice.
That was quite a lot to manage as well.
Yeah, I've been missing watching some of JC's stuff at the. I mean, I know he's still got other videos and that on his channel, but yeah, it'd be good to see him back again as well.
Yeah, I must send him a message. I haven't spoken to him for ages. He's been sort of scaling back all his magic stuff. Yeah.
I've been I was a bit, and I'm still a fan of his channel. I'll go and watch a lot of his videos. I'll go back and watch because, just the little things that he does with his detail and again, obviously on a very small scale with some of his builds. His church build was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, that one caused him a few headaches because he set himself the challenge of only doing it with those Harry Potter sets.
He did, yeah, but it still turned out really cool. Yeah, he's a talented builder. Yeah, I was a bit disappointed and I can understand why, but I was still disappointed when he wasn't able to keep doing videos there for a while. But yeah, still enjoyed them though.
I'm not sure if he's with Annie where he is, but if he's not, you can only assume that he's instructed Annie to keep building all the sets ready for his return.
Yeah, and he'd have a lot of video, a lot of to record then too. Oh yeah, could you imagine if she didn't? And so he comes back home and there's just piles of Lego that are just in the boxes sitting there waiting.
But yeah, he had when he left, he just bought the roller coaster and about 5 other sets.
Oof.
This was back at the end of last year or the beginning of last year.
Yeah. No, I used to like tuning in and watching his stuff when I could, and he's what did he call his was it Coffee and Bricks or something or
oh yeah, his live stream, yeah,
they were good.
Yeah, he was always adamant that they had a topic. They weren't just have a casual chat like you and me are doing.
Yeah, he always wanted to have a theme, and I think that it worked well because it gives you the chance then to, really sort of think about some of your questions and stuff if you wanted to, join in on the chat and all that stuff as well.
Gave him a chance to have more merchandise to sell.
Yeah. I think Smurf is saying I don't have it either in my price. What was that one? Tomorrow is the release of the ideas with Blacksmith. Yeah.
I think he's talking about the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. There's just even just at the moment there's so many sets that are like the Cantina set for me that'll slow me up on my spending for a little while. But
yeah, because that's what
that would happen. It was a $5.90. Yeah, 600. That will slow me down for a little bit, but I knew that would happen, so I was sort of preparing for that. But again, that's got a bit of meaning to me as well, so that was why I wanted to get it. Because I'm sick of saying to myself, oh, I wish I had just got that set. Well, now I do. But then I'll go, oh, I wish I didn't get that set. There's other sets I wanted to get or more parts I need. So damned if you do.
I really want to get the Star Destroyer, the normal Star Destroyer, the new one.
Yeah.
I always wish I'd bought the original one.
Yeah.
Well, I never did because there's no way it would have fit in my bedroom, but still
it's cool.
But well, the new one's all Technic, so it doesn't bend as much as the old one. Apparently, the old one had a dippy nose.
Yeah,
because it was heavy and it was all just bricks.
And that makes it difficult.
Yeah, whereas the new one is a Technic substructure.
Yeah, so it's got much more strength. Yeah, I've got to I really got to think long and hard about some of my planning for what I want to do at the moment, because this, not that I'm in a hurry with this layout, but it's not going to get done overnight. A lot of purchases I'm going to have to make, and I've tried different ideas, and I know I'm going to have to be doing some big orders, but I'm not in a massive hurry, so I'll get there when I get there. It's like what I say to the kids if we're on a trip. So we'll get there when we get there, kids.
We're there.
We're there yet, Dad? Oh, Dad, when are you getting there? So we'll get there when we get there, mate. Or as the characters from one of her favourite TV shows, Bluey, would say, when I can get some more $1, I'll be right. Love Bluey. Such a cool show. Veranda Santa was one of my favourites.
I love the takeaway one. Was the first episode I ever saw.
Oh yeah, yep. And
my kids were watching it, and I heard it in the background, and I was laughing just listening to it.
And we mentioned Hamish Blake before as being the host of Lego Masters. Did you know he was also in an episode of Bluey? I can't remember which one it is, but he voiced one of the characters, whether it was possibly an uncle, maybe. But yeah, because my wife was watching it with the kids, and she's paused and she's gone, I've got to look that episode up. I said, why? She goes, that's Hamish Blake's voice. I went, oh, okay, cool. She went and did a Google search, and then there it was, Hamish. I'm like, oh, there you go.
Yeah. Must be some new episodes coming out soon.
Yeah, because iView, or at least the iView app, only holds them for, 14 days or something after that, and then they go. But Andrew's also saying he's saving for the cantina as well. Yeah, mate, I feel your pain. I hear you. Yeah, it's an expensive set, but very cool.
I guess I'm just not enough of a die-hard Star Wars fan anymore.
Now, neither am I, mate, but there are some sets that I will get definitely, and others I'll pass on, but I'm trying to think. I think someone did a meme recently about, Boba Fett? You know how he played, so in Aquaman, well, have you seen Aquaman?
No.
Oh, I don't know if this would be a spoiler alert then.
No, I'm not that bothered about DC movies.
Okay. Well, he played the father of Aquaman in the movie. So I think someone's done a meme that said, I don't know what's going to happen in season 3 of Mandalorian, but I hope they explain, how Boba Fett, made it down to Earth and became the father of Aquaman or something. And I saw that and I just burst out laughing. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
I did see quite an entertaining meme the other day, which was Boba Fett fighting with Vector from Despicable Me.
Okay.
It was pretty good. It's pretty well done.
Yeah.
And in the end, like, Boba Fett just drops his gravity bomb or whatever it is.
Okay.
It's like game over for Vector.
That's funny. It's a cool show. Yeah, I'll be. That's the thing. Like, I was happy to get the police modular. I used some VIP points to help soften the blow of getting that set as far as cost.
Yeah, same as me.
But I've vicariously lived through yourself there, Greg, as you built it.
I used the points I got on Black Friday or whatever it was, or Cyber Monday, where Lego did just quietly, they did a thing where you could buy like 50 VIP or a $30 VIP voucher for $15.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so I had that voucher plus another one. So I got I think I saved $100 on it for using points.
Yeah. I think when I used my points, and I probably should have been a bit more sparing with them, but I saved about 150 off the set. So almost half price. But again, to get that level of VIP points, I had to spend more than $150 bloody dollars.
Yeah.
Here I am looking at it going, I got to win. Saying this to my wife. I'm like, check it out. That's saved half price. She's like, yeah, how much did it cost you to get those points? I said, yeah, fair point.
How dare you question me, woman?
That's it. I'm grabbing a Great Northern and going to the Lego room and drown my sorrows. Thanks for bringing up that harsh memory, dear. Here I am you're raining on my parade and everything.
Lego makes me happy. She's standing there with her arms crossed, and you're like, look, you're going, I'll sleep her on the couch.
I'll just go upstairs and grab my pillow, dear. It's all right. I'll take it. I'll be in the spare room or the couch.
Well, at the moment, 2 of my kids are in my bed, and I'm like, do I just because when they're in our bed, we just have a really disturbed night. I'm like, should I just sleep on the sofa so at least my wife has a chance of having a half decent sleep?
Yeah. See, I was going to do that last night, but our sofa's not exactly the most comfy of sofas, and it's probably in need of an upgrade, just replacement, to be honest.
We've got one that's a sofa bed, but you really need to put something over it to make it comfortable.
Yeah, you almost need 2 mattresses to take the that middle bar out from the sofa.
That's exactly what we've got. Yeah, it's one of those ones that collapses flat.
Yep. Spent many a night on them when I was younger, when we used to shift around to different, when we were shifting around the houses and stuff. We usually, the sofa was one of the first things because the beds would take too long to put together, whereas the sofa you could 5 minutes, it's pretty much ready.
You'd been out for a night of and stayed around a mate's house, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just going down the road for it. Yeah, right.
I used to stay around a mate's house, and he had an airbed, and he would never ever get a fucking pump for it.
So did it go? Well, so you either couldn't use it or it just kept going flat.
So we used to sort of do rock, paper, scissors for who got the airbed because they had to blow it up too.
Yeah, yep. And then you could get I've got it's one I use it's a little it's a combination between electric powered and battery powered, but it's for a it's a little air pump, so it's great for you can do car tires, push bike, motorcycle tires and that, and it's got a couple of extra fittings, and it gives you the ability to use it on on air mattresses and stuff. So
I've got one of those deluxe double ones that actually has the pump built into it as well.
Yeah,
but the cheap $7.50 mattress from Kmart doesn't have that built into it for some reason.
Damn cheap mattress.
I honestly don't know how they can charge $7.50 for the mattress in the first place, to be honest.
That's true. But at least it's going to probably give you that warning up front to say don't expect anything great, extras, including a pump, or
no.
So have fun pumping it.
Sleep in the kids' room when they were all being pain in the butts, and it worked sort of, but I ended up having my youngest one just realized I was in the room, and she just came and lay on me all night. So uncomfortable.
Yep, they find a way to do that, and then they wake up. Oh, I had a great sleep. How did you sleep, Dad? And it's just don't even ask.
Yeah, that bouncing around. They're like, Dad, get up. When are you going to get up, Dad? Come on.
Go away.
I'm like, Mum's right there. Can't you do it to her for a change?
I said to my son,
why do they come to Dad's? Why don't they go to the mum?
Maybe because the mum might wake up and say, "Go and annoy your father."
Yeah. The mum's scary or something. I don't know.
My son last night. So we've got a king size bed, right? So king size, you'd think, oh, plenty of room, and he's only little, and he takes up like half the bed. His legs were like at one point near my, or his feet at one point were near my face, and then he'd kick, and then
No, same.
oh, and it's just like, are you serious? I got up to it because I was doing a stream last night, and when I got upstairs, they were all, wife was fast asleep and my son's asleep, and he's laying across, so I can't even lay down because he's and he's grabbed my pillow, and I'm like, I actually wait. I said, mate, move. He's like, Dad. I'm like, move, or you can go back to your room. And he moved. He's like, sat bolt upright. Where do you need me now, Dad? I said, yep, just move over a little bit more in the middle. And he's like, okay. A little threat of sending him back to his room that he didn't want to go back to. He was like, yeah, I'll move. I'm like,
I take it he was all right tonight.
Yeah, he was fine tonight. Back in his own room tonight. So, although mind you, I'm in the Lego room, so I could end up, when I head back up to go to bed, that I'll find that there's a visitor in there. My son's. I'll go to wake him up. Oh, Dad, I was worried about the spider again. It's, mate, the spider's gone.
Come on, mate, grow up.
So,
but not too fast.
He was a big one, that spider. Damn. Tell you what, if it was my room, I would have been worried about. So I'd have been like, we'll take the couch.
Like, is he going to drop down on top of me?
Yep. It happens.
I love that. The video of the guy up the ladder trying to catch a huntsman, and the huntsman like falls on him and he falls off the ladder. And,
yeah.
And they like use that as an insurance claim advert for life's unexpected things or something. It's like,
yeah. Yeah, there's been some funny ones. Yeah, I'm not that courageous. If there's one on the, spiders, yeah. I mean, thankfully, touch wood, we haven't had any snakes at the moment, and I've probably just jinxed myself now, but so far we haven't. Because we're in an area where you sort of get the odd one every now and then, and it's like,
oh, nice.
Yeah. Then the kids get too afraid to go outside and play. It's like, I mean, obviously, we're out there with them, but, still doesn't stop them from being hesitant.
I don't know what's in my garden at the moment. It's so overgrown. I really need to go out there and do something. But we don't get snakes, so that's good.
Yeah, they, although, I remember, where was I? Somewhere, and there was like a kangaroo bouncing down one of the sides of the highway. I'm like, this is in a town. I was like, well, there you go. That's something you see every day.
No, I've only had a kangaroo hop out in front of me once.
Yeah, not fun when you're driving or riding a motorcycle or push bike. It's not fun.
No, I can imagine the motorbike especially being.
Well, yeah, I've come close a couple of times actually. It's if you weren't paying attention, you certainly were after that. No, I'm always very vigilant, always on the watch out for Skippy and any of his mates deciding to join him. It's a fun show. Good old Skippy. That was a fun little show when I was a kid. Did you ever catch that one?
Yeah, I remember watching it.
Oh, Skippy the Bush Kangaroo.
Skippy the Bush Kangaroo, yeah.
I'm not going to sing the theme because I don't sing.
So I had an interesting experience last night. We've got a puppy, who weighs probably close to 26 kilos now.
Big puppy.
He's only 7 months old.
Whoa. Gee, what are you feeding him, mate?
Oh. Hey, Willow. Willow.
Oh.
Sleep.
Yeah, good luck waking her up.
Yeah, I call her Beast.
Yeah.
My nickname for her is Beast.
Yeah.
Last night, she was like, she came on the bed and then she licked my head thoroughly. And then she lay down next to me and rested her head on my head.
Oh.
It was very cute. Like,
yeah.
Like, geez, you're a big dog. But that's pretty cute.
Although the cuteness can leave quickly if you have, got them upstairs, or got them in the bed, bit of snuggle time with them, and just, and next minute they drop a fart that could, bring a tear to them.
No, they're both good at that.
So I asked my wife, I said, what are we feeding this bloody dog? As we're basically being gassed out of our own room. Like, what do you want to get up here, dear? I'm like, oh, don't start.
I'm like, yeah, my older dog, he's a big cuddle pot these days, and there's a few times where he's got on the bed and he's turned around, so his bum's at like our head end. I'm like, no, that's not happening. Get off the bed. No.
Either shift your butt or get off.
He's like looking at me with such a hurt expression. I'm like, dude.
It's just like, yeah, we know what it's like you find yourself and you're talking to them. It's like, yeah, I know what you're going to do.
I don't know if they can charge dogs for involuntary manslaughter, but
yeah, some of them are just rank. I was like, oh my goodness. I said to my wife, what the hell are we feeding this damn dog? That's foul.
We're back to toilet humor.
Yep. Reaching for the golden 20, to try and bring some normality back to the room.
Must be late. Oh, it's almost midnight.
It is. It's not a stream without some toilet humor.
I've almost finished bag 3, so that means you can call it a night and go to bed.
Yeah, very good, mate.
Wherever my bed may be.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be in the same boat tonight myself, mate. Hey, isn't it a good thing we don't live in the same street or neighbourhood? I'd be like messaging you, hey, listen, spare room available there tonight, mate? Couch is too uncomfortable, beds are taken up, and there's a big-ass spider in my son's room or whatever. Or I'm afraid of it coming back to go, you moved me, now move me again.
Hello!
Hi, I'm back. Oh, by the way, I've bought some of my mates. I've left them in a few different spots around your house. Good luck.
Oi, Bruce, you moved me.
Good times.
Yeah, I mean, my spare room, you'd have to be sharing it with Lego.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. You probably, if I couldn't sleep, you probably find, you walk past if you're going to the, midnight snack or something, and you see the light on in the room, and if I couldn't sleep, I'm just sitting there parts sorting, Spotify on, just going through parts. Oh, there we go. I think so. Andrew was saying in the chat, Hamish Blake was a dad in Bluey. The episode was it Army? Took a bit to remember. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, you thought he was an uncle, something in that episode, mate. Yeah, thank you for clarifying. Thanks for helping us out on that one.
Yeah, because Hamish is a dad, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
I met him when he was at the Lego shop doing photos, and and that was my first question to him. Was like, this is like season 1 before it started, and I'm like, so do you actually like Lego? He's like, I do now.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what you were just saying about dog farts?
Yeah.
Oh.
have I jinxed you there, mate?
Oh, Well, I've got one under my desk and there's one behind me.
Well, people can't say that they don't understand what we're talking about because they've probably heard us talking about it, and they're like, well, now you can experience it. Here you go.
The one under my table is so asleep he didn't even stir when I dropped a Lego brick on his head just then.
Yeah, isn't it funny? We got a puppy recently. I'll say recently, but well, actually, yeah, just before Christmas. So I mean, still recently, I guess. And
that's a young'un.
She is a young'un, and we had a cracker of a storm. No, it wasn't too long after we got her. And I mean, this storm was impressive, and it woke my kids up, and they usually sleep through anything. And this puppy, she did not stir. It's like, we know that she's not deaf or anything like that, or like, because I know that can unfortunately happen to some dogs. They can, even from a pup, they can be born with that, but because whenever we shake the little Bicky, little treat container, she hears that from a mile away. But but that storm, dude, I was like, yeah, this is going to wake the puppy up. She was out to it. She was gone. And so, good to know. Meanwhile, my kids are like, Dad, the thunder's really loud. I know, kids, I know. Crash, the whole room would light up, the next minute, bang, and the room would shake, and the windows would vibrate.
Scratching behind its ear.
Yeah. And the puppy's just snoring away, passed out, couldn't care less.
Can you humans keep the noise down?
So trying to sleep here. Meanwhile, my son, who usually does pretty good, he's just like, Dad, the lightning's lighting up my room, and it's bang, and then it's like, yeah, it's lighting up ours too, mate. There's not much we can do about it. He's like, can we sleep up here? Yes, well, it's going to be the same up here, mate. You're not dodging it just because you're coming upstairs. Anyway, it kind of worked. They both jumped in bed with us. The next minute, bang, and then the whole room just sort of. And the one particular strike, it was bloody close. Like, I thought it hit like the neighbor's house or something. It was terrifyingly close. And they were just like, it's worse up here. It's like, well, you know where you can go.
See ya.
Bye, guys. And leave you up here.
Too much noise on your way out, kids.
Don't forget to shut the door. Yep. We get some cracker storms. There's pearlers. But yeah, that puppy, I'm like, and our other dog, she was scared, and this is like, it's all right, darling. It's all right. I went down and gave her a little snack and hung out with her for a bit, and poor little thing.
Yeah, my puppy, my massive puppy, is scared of everything.
Yeah.
It's really strange, actually.
Yeah, and yet some doesn't, like, the storm could literally, like, you'd have a lightning strike just outside your house, and they just like, whatever, couldn't care.
My older dog Archie's a mini Schnauzer, and Schnauzers were supposedly originally bred by gypsies as guard dogs for their wagons.
Yeah, yep.
And he's quite ballsy with his barking.
Yeah.
Everything and everyone.
Uh-huh.
No, I think these days he doesn't even know what he's barking at because he's basically going blind and deaf.
Yeah, that happens. We've had a couple of mini foxies where that's happened too, and as they get older, they get more cranky and they'll bark at everything, even sometimes when there's nothing there.
Yep. It's like you don't even know what you're barking at, you dimwit.
There's literally nothing there at all. Yeah, it's hard when that starts to happen to them because you know that they're getting on.
Yeah. Piece. Found it. Yeah.
I'm actually finding a few little pieces myself there, mate, that I'm actually thought that I was running particularly low on, and for a while there, believe it or not, I've used a lot of the little flower pieces for, you know, just doing other stuff, just trying to add a bit to landscaping details and that on some of the builds that I've been doing. And I thought, oh, I've got a short supply, but so far tonight I've actually found a few. And I'm like, oh, don't have to order them for a while now.
There you go. Look, it's looking so much like the ECTO-1 now.
That's awesome. Yeah. That is cool.
Actually, the back gives it away.
Yeah, that's still cool, but that's awesome, mate. Very cool.
It's funny though when you go like, there's 3 bags of parts there, and it like doesn't really look like a car yet.
No, it's a
little ramp on the back that the buggy thing goes into.
Cool. Yeah.
And then
I'm looking forward to seeing it lit up. That's going to be cool, mate. You've already got Henry. You've already got Henry eager to see it as well.
Yeah, I've only seen one person light it up so far. That was Brixonville. He did it.
Yeah.
I think his was a custom. He does all his stuff custom.
Yeah.
Actually, I think someone's been sending him sets now, lighting kits now.
Okay. Because I do want to light up the main, obviously, the part for the lighthouse, even though, you know, it's not going to be, or at the moment, it'll be probably one of the only things that I've got lit up in my whole layout. But I still want to add that feature to it. Because after all, it is a lighthouse, you know. Wouldn't be a lighthouse if it didn't actually light up.
No.
But then I've thought of now I could take it a step further and motorize and have it so that it spins around. But it probably, I'd have to try and do something to, well, okay, you've done lighting before, right? Mm-hmm. So if I can pick your brain for a quick second. Okay, second's up. If I wanted to motorize the light, like I could put a shaft going from the bottom of the lighthouse up to the top, spin the whatever I could try and use as a bulb effectively, but do it so that it sort of does function like a lighthouse where you can see the light spinning around.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's achievable, or am I sort of pushing the limits just a little bit too far?
Sorry, just reading something. So that last bit again. Sorry.
No, you're right. If I had all right, so you know, in a real lighthouse where you see it, how they've set it up with the lenses and everything, how the light shines out, but even if you're up close, you can still see the light spinning around.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's possible to do as close as I can to that sort of effect with using some lighting, whether it's custom kit or something like that? Do you think that's achievable? Because I've got no experience doing lighting, so I don't even know if it's possible. Okay.
You know, there's a Technic piece you can get that's like got a big gap in the middle of it.
Okay.
So shine the light up through that and then build the assembly on top so the assembly can move, but the light underneath never moves. And then you'd have to mirror it out somehow.
Well, you say mirror it. I reckon if I could use, I don't know how effective it'd be, but do you remember the detectives, like the detective's office modular?
Mm.
And even the assembly square has that, like that for the so with the assembly square they had the, what was it, like the ballerina or the little, like the dancing school thing. I think it's on the top floor of the part that's got the cafe on it. It's got like a mirror or a reflective shot, you know, backing. I wonder if I could use that. Maybe not. It is stationary, but at least it would bounce the light, if you know what I mean.
Actually, you could.
I'd have to
think you need a way to actually turn the light on as well, and that's the trick.
Yeah, true.
So your question is, if you could use a lighting brick like the one that's in this one.
Yeah.
So the little Creator Lighthouse that's got a light brick in it.
Yes, but I've got the last light brick that I found that I was getting excited about using for the project has gone flat. So it's like, well, there goes that idea.
Well, you can change the battery.
I didn't, and I'm not messing with you. Seriously, you can. I didn't think you could change the batteries with those light bricks.
My kids have been in here and adjusted my lighthouse. Got a bow tie.
I was wondering what that was. I didn't know you could change the batteries for the light bricks.
Yeah, it's just like 3 little ones, whatever they are, the LR something or others.
Watch batteries or something, are they?
Hang on. Let's have a look.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, look, because it's got the screw underneath it. So.
Okay. But yeah, I wanted to do something like that, or put a shaft going from the bottom of the lighthouse, and I was going to use like the little side building and hide like a power functions motor in there with the battery box or something, just to, hide it out of the way, and just turn it on and then just let the light spin around just via a shaft, and then gear it, because you're really not going to really see the inside of the lighthouse, so I can get away with hiding shafts and gears and that with some technique there involved. But I was just trying to think of a way that I could actually make the light turn around or spin around, but you could actually see it spinning, not just see it stationary.
I would probably approach it actually having that technique piece I said. I can't think where I've got it on this set.
If you find, let me know, and I might be able to order
the part.
Yeah. Cool. I'm sure it is possible. It's just I don't have that sort of skill, so I'm going to be a noob at that one. There's probably someone in the chat.
Got to remember how to put it back together.
Odd size though, yeah. People saying in the chat there that you can change the batteries and stuff. And we have Tuscan Productions in the chat. G'day, Tuscan Productions. Hope you're well. So caught us at the end of pretty much at the end of the stream. We got Greg's got through. Was it bags 1, 2, and 3 there, mate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of ECTO-1.
I saw one of my favourite Technic sets come up on Marketplace today.
Oh yeah.
And I was actually quite tempted to get a second one.
A second one. Oh, okay. Oh, may as well while you can.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. It's silly.
Yeah, like I think this releasing these really awesome sets in one hit. They need to give us a breather, give us a chance to save, so we can spend money again. We're spending it as quick as we're getting it.
Oh, don't get it. Don't go there. I need to have a dry month.
Yep. Hey, if you need some moral support, I'll help you in that endeavour, because I need to keep saving for the day off my Cantina set.
Yeah, well, yeah, Mike, Dr. McBrick was my said the same thing to me, and then he's like the next day, so I just bought another like 15 sets or something.
So thanks for your support.
Stop.
Like, thanks, Mike. Thanks for your support, mate. Appreciate it. He seems we're doing all right at the moment too, with his with Figsdale and everything.
Yeah, he's City's doing well.
He's got a good channel too.
Oh, okay. I'm tired now.
Yep, same. But Greg, it's been fun, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thanks to Smurf in the chat, and Andrew, and we had Henry earlier from Lego Masters. Who else did we have? Yeah, I think we got most of the guys in the chat. Thank you.
There you go. I just sent you on Facebook Messenger 2 parts that go together, and you'll see that's what I was thinking, because it's like it's effectively a Technic turntable which is hollow in the middle.
Ah, okay. Yep. Thank you.
Well, there you go. Kmart's got the Cantina for $449 apparently.
Oh, you should. Oh no. Oh, I've already. Ah, bugger. How can they do it that cheap?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Might have to call it a night.
Yep.
Okay.
No worries. Oh, I know. Oh,
There's a lot going on in this little person at the moment.
yeah.
Isn't there?
It's okay.
Oh, she needs daddy in bed so she can kick him.
Well, mate, thanks for inviting us on. It's been fun tonight, mate. I appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks everybody for joining us. Sorry, Tuscan Productions, that we're wrapping up as you've joined us.
But thanks for stopping by, though.
Thanks for joining me for a late night build.
Yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it, mate. Thanks for having me. Finished me sorting, so that's good. All right, mate. Thank you again.
I thought you were going to tell me that was all you'd sorted.
That's pretty much what I've been trying to get through tonight, yeah.
No, I mean that all the parts that are left is all you've managed to sort through.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. See you next time.
See you guys.